Why would you ask that? First of all, that corrupt word of balance. I don't. You don't. It's funny because it was that work-life balance. There is no work-life balance. It's choice. There's choice. It's going to always be here or here. It's just never, there's no equal. There's no 50-50. You have to sit down. What I did was I sat down with my husband and my family, and I said, I really want a big career, and I want to make 7 figures. And I have my own goals that I am aspiring to be and do, and I want to be a brand. And I laid down all my goals, and I said, it's going to take sacrifice. So here's what I'm going to have to sacrifice. But what I'm also willing to do is I sat with my kids, and I said, when school's out, I want to take you everywhere around the world with me. And I want you to see the rest of the world. When my kids were young, I would take them to homeless shelters, and we would spend the night on Christmas Eve sometimes, and we would open up gifts. And I would take them to different countries and let them, where everybody else was on the beach, we'd go to the beach, but I would take them into the rural area first, because I wanted them to see and experience. So, they hated it, of course, when they were young, but they're 31, 30, 22, 21, 16, that's it. And they all tell me, wow, we're really glad we had a chance to do that. So what about balance? There is none. You just have to make a choice and sit down. If there's someone else that's in your life, you have to sit down and talk about your careers together and what you want to do.
So did your husband stay home?
He did. He's right there. He did. And he was okay with that. He stayed home. He took care of the family. He worked too, but he was mom and he was dad. Yep.
I'll go the other direction. Brand destruction.
Oh.
You have a couple of female sprinters who admit to taking steroids and losing their gold medals. We had a chance to read 3 Cups of Tea for me, the freshman in here. And he just got hit with maybe some untruths in his book, and so destroys the entire value of the book for some people. How do you handle brand destruction?
This is what I said. When I tell people that I'm building their brand, I actually talk about that, because it's about credibility and integrity. It's the same thing that I said. All you have is yourself, and you are the brand. You be it. And when you destroy yourself, you destroy the brand. When you destroy the brand, you destroy your credibility. When you destroy the credibility, you destroy the integrity. And people are forgiving to a point. It's like Michael Vick, right? Okay? Another one. And it's tough. It's tough for companies. It's tough for individuals the effort and the energy that it takes to reconnect your brand and to reinvent your brand it takes you 100% more time to do that. And sometimes I just tell some of my clients who have destroyed themselves that they just need to go and do something else. Well, because it's really, there are reality checks in life. And they think that they still can be all that, and they can't. No one wants to see them on television anymore. No, there's the whole trust factor is gone. You guys are, we're all wayward fans. We love you for the moment. But the minute that you do something, like rape a girl, all of a sudden, we don't want to talk to you. And like, ugh. And then they still think that they're a brand. And it's like, no, you're not. On the other hand, I can flip it. I can take negative publicity and turn it into something positive. And here's how I do that. I will create an apology. I will create a story around something that the person is doing good. Like they're making up, they're apologizing for what they've done, right? And the first piece is that you have to go to the media and you have to own it. So whatever it is that they've done, they have to say, I did it. Tiger, for an example. Tiger, you got to own this. And you have to apologize. Basically, you're going to apologize to every woman, every father, every mother, everybody, your wife, everybody. And then you're going to own it. And you're going to have to let happen. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You always will be a star in golf, but you're not a star as a human being. And so that's the story. And you know, as human beings, we forgive them as long as they come clean with it, you know? And they don't try to hide it behind something. So sometimes bad things can turn out to be good things. Did I answer that? Yes, sir.
Is it like a new company, like you talk about Michael Vick, would you know how he sounds like unequal? What kind of risk would you say that is? Would you take it on as like, take the time like that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know why?
Even
Pardon me?
though like it's past, even though like once he signed with their stock growth,
That's why. Why do you think that Nike kept Tiger? I mean, this is from a pure business standpoint.
Actually, we'll be back.
Pardon me? I mean, you know what? You have a choice. Here's how I feel about taking a guy like Michael Vick back. And that is that, okay, so Michael did whatever he did. The question is he doing something different about it? Is he showing his remorse? Is he, what's he doing with his life now? Because who can say that they've never made a mistake? Who can say that they've been honest about everything? Who can say, I mean, we all have a past. We've all done something. It's just a matter of if it's public or not. And, you know, and whether we learn from our mistakes or not. So I would certainly take Michael Vick in the role. Yes, I would. But I would take him differently. He would have to be that guy who's talking about social responsibility, about human responsibility. I would take him in that role. Any other questions? Tiger Woods, Michael Vick, LeBron James. What else?
Well, if nobody else has a question, I'll ask the question because you've brought LeBron James a couple of times. How do you feel about these three guys going together and trying to dictate, we'll be on the same team, be the dream team, regardless of what the NBA wants?
Regardless of what?
What the NBA might want.
We've had that conversation big time. It's funny. When you become a superstar, all of a sudden, you dictate your life, right? And the headset becomes, I'm going to leverage every opportunity I can in my window, right? Because there are going to be guys better than LeBron, better than Dwayne, better than all of them coming right up behind him. He has a window of opportunity. You don't have to like it, but this is his window. And he's going to make the most of being a brand in his window. He is going to make a decision. And LeBron got a new agent. I mean, he just went all the way out. But he's good at what he does. You don't have to like it. And unfortunately, he's a very, not unfortunately, I shouldn't say that. He's young. And as young people do, they're looking at the now. They live in the right now. And he's living in the now. But in one way, that's okay. Because if he blows out his knee, he's gone. So whatever he makes, he makes. And that's he's making a business decision. He's not making a decision based on, you know, I'm wanting my fans to love me. The Heat's making more money now than they've ever made. These guys are phenomenal athletes. And he's not asking for forgiveness. He's not apologizing for what he did. And he never will. He made a business decision. And if you look at him, as long as he's in that space, he's gonna do whatever it takes and to make as much money as he can. In spite of. Yes.
Do you think he had Derrick Rose in mind?
What?
Do you think he had Derrick Rose in mind last night?
What about